Hello, my beautiful Taurus. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today's video will be a general reading, so it's going to be your general reading for the week, pretty much whatever comes out here. So I will be starting off with a couple of oracles, and then we can dive into tarot. By the way, guys, I just wanted to quickly state if you are enjoying, the general reads or you want to see more general reads as opposed to just love readings, you can let me know by hitting the like button or even just leaving me a comment down below. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and dive in. Let's see what is going on for you, Taurus, this week. Okay, Taurus, so we have pivot. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot, even just a little bit? Okay. Taurus, this could be affecting different areas of your life. It could be one particular area in your life as well, but there is something here that you either have been working on, whether it's a project, a relationship, whether it's a goal that you've set for yourself here, and you feel like things are not falling into place like it reads, right? So maybe there is a way that you could, or there is a different way to go about something. It's not really giving me the energy of you can't have what you desire, but it is giving me the energy of maybe you could do something differently. Sometimes it's not the idea that needs to change, it's more so the approach. Could even just be your mindset towards it. So there could be a little bit of this or that thinking going on. You know what I mean, Taurus? Like maybe you're feeling a little restricted in a situation, or you're like, okay, well, I could only execute this way or that way, but there's another way that you can do things that may even be a little more efficient. And it does read here, pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot even just a little bit? A very specific message that I'm getting here, guys, is for some of you, you could be splitting some sort of a responsibility, but you're trying to do something on your own. And this could be taking a toll on you. Even if you're capable of doing something on your own, which I'm sure you are, Taurus, right? You're very hardworking, but is it really helping you or is it making you miserable? Would splitting that responsibility essentially benefit you? Would it make you feel better? Just because you could do something doesn't mean you want to, or doesn't mean it will make you happy in the long run. So that could definitely be food for thought here. Okay, so now I'm going to dive into the crystal deck. This is a new deck, guys, so I'm just going to open the guidebook as well to make sure I'm giving you guys the correct definition. Let's see. Okay, guys. Interesting. So we have, hold on one second, guys. I'm just going to grab the guidebook here. Card number 24. Amazonite. Okay. Let's see. It works. So this crystal works as a strong filtration. It is possible to cultivate the power to remain pure. It can help you maintain your best health condition by improving your intuitive ability and keeping your body and mind calm. It brings out positive effects for both men and women with unbiased affection. Okay. I feel, guys, and this is the correspondent chakra is your fourth chakra. Okay, so it has a lot to do with your heart chakra. So this could be something pertaining to the relationships in your life. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, or maybe some of you are, opening, or you are becoming more open to receive, right? So whether it's like accepting that you could share responsibilities with, someone else, or accepting help, right? And not doing everything on your own. Like some of you are opening to receive is how it's coming through to me. But this crystal here, it also has a lot to do with health. So maybe some of you, there's like a body goal, or you want to change the way that you eat because you're feeling more lethargic. Like there could be some sort of diet changes and health changes as well. But I mainly see an emphasis on your heart chakra, like becoming more open to receive, whether it's help, whether it's help from your family or assistance at work or with your work, right? There's something about someone around you, or maybe even multiple people around you, who could actually benefit you. And you're carrying a lot right now, Taurus, in terms of all your responsibilities, because I'm getting the vision of the 10 of Wands. And that's why I keep receiving that download of you maybe requiring some sort of assistance at this time, or even if you don't require it, it could just be something that helps you, right? So let's see what is coming up with your financial messages. And also, guys, like a download that I'm receiving here, especially when I look at these two cards, is like you really desire something and you have been working towards it. And maybe you're becoming very drained because you're like, I'm doing everything in my power to make this very thing work, but why is it not working? And that could be the reason why there is an emphasis on altering or changing your approach. Signs. You are putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidence you experience. So the signs that you are seeing, right, guys, I don't feel like they are a coincidence. I feel like they are trying to tell you something. Whether it's a sign that you're constantly getting at work and you feel like you're constantly drained, or something is a reoccurring issue here. Maybe for some of you, it is like a specific number that you keep seeing. And if that's the case, search up the angel number, right? See what that means for you. Maybe for some of you, you're starting to realize that you're having, like, for example, like a midday crash. So maybe it is something pertaining to your health. But the signs that you are, receiving, they're trying to tell you something here. And it could be multiple different signs. But I feel like when you put it together, you're going to see the bigger picture that can help you assist, or that can assist you in figuring out, what do I need to change, right? What do I need to do differently here? Okay, so this could be, again, angel numbers. This could just be signs through music. This could be the people that you're meeting. This could be the experiences that you're having. It could be happening for each and every one of you in various ways. So let's go ahead and dive into tarot. I'm just going to get your spread ready, and then I will go through each card. Okay, guys. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands. Okay, an initial message that I'm getting here, guys, is like you're doing something different, or what you want to do, someone or maybe multiple people around you do not agree with it. What's crossing you? Queen of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. We have the Devil. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the 2 of Cups. Okay. 7 of Swords. And the Judgment. Okay. Okay, Taurus. So here's what's going on, guys. Let's start off with, your current energy, or, your situation with that 7 of Wands. So what I was initially getting, guys, is like you could be doing something where someone around you doesn't agree with it. This could even be flipped where, like, someone around you, and, you guys are not seeing eye to eye, or you don't necessarily agree with their decisions. You may even feel like somehow it impacts you. Could definitely be to do with a relationship with that 2 of Cups. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but what's crossing you is the Queen of Pentacles. So what's crossing you doesn't necessarily have to be something that is hindering your growth. It could be something that is hindering your growth, or it could actually help you. So, with the Queen of Pentacles, guys, the advice behind that is to figure out not only what you're focused on, what are you currently nurturing? What are you giving to? It's also about realizing your worth. Like, even if you know what you bring to the table, but you're giving into a situation, or you're continuing to be patient with a situation or a person, but it's not paying off for you, what does that mean to you? What does that say to you, right, guys? Like, it's like, okay, if I know I'm a patient person, I know what I bring to the table, and I just feel like I want to give this situation the benefit of the doubt. But then if it's not, it's not really benefiting you, maybe it's time to think, should I be investing in this? Should I be patient with this person or situation? Or is it not working for me? Is it time for me to release that? Because we also have the Seven of Pentacles, which is about like assessing a situation and really getting to the bottom of it. Like realizing, okay, this is working, but this is not, so I need to eliminate it, or realizing where there's room for improvement. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups here. So I do see that there is like an energy of you wanting to follow your heart, or something here makes you very happy and you want to move towards it. Okay. So this could be very fulfilling for you emotionally. Even if it's a goal, you're like, you know what? Doing this for work or having this job would make me very happy. We also have the Queen of Wands here. And I feel like for many of you, like, your confidence is something that people admire, your attitude towards life, how you execute your goals, that sort of thing. You exude a lot more of a bold energy than you're noticing, because with the Seven of Wands, you're in a little bit of a defensive energy, or you are on the fence. You're kind of like unsure. You're like, I'm doing something different, or I want something for myself, but I'm not sure what, people around me think about it, or I'm not sure if, people around me are going to disagree with it. But Queen of Wands is about, just following what you want, and moving forward without thinking about all those things. So it's not to say that it won't, other people's opinions are not supposed to affect us. We are emotional beings, but it's about, okay, you know what? They can say whatever they want, but I'm just going to move forward here. In the past, or in your past year, I do see that Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you really have been observing your life or a particular situation, and you have been thinking, is this really working for me? And, in the future, we have the Devil card. So what you have been observing is going to be resurfacing. So something in the past that you have been very focused on, whether this is like, a different way, another way to possibly expand your finances. Maybe it's a relationship that has been on your mind here. With the Devil, it is going to be resurfacing because something is ongoing, but it's no longer serving you. And you've thought about it, you know what it is, but maybe you haven't found a solution for it, or you have been thinking about it, but you haven't really been working on releasing it. The Devil usually comes up in a spread when something is resurfacing to show you, hey, this is not working. So, what are you going to do, right? Are you going to release it? Are you going to work on it? Or are you going to continue ignoring the signs and just going down the path that you're choosing to go on? So, with the Devil, this could be a relationship that you feel like you keep giving into. This could be a bad habit, and that, it is affecting your health. And maybe there's going to be, a time where you're like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm really feeling extremely tired. I really need to cut this out, right? It could be an addiction. It's just something that's not serving you. And it doesn't have to be something to do with you, like your health or an addiction that you're facing, but it could be something or someone that you feel consumed by, right? The Devil is, unhealthy attachments or a toxic habit that you're having a hard time breaking, right? And so with the Seven of Pentacles, it's something that you've thought about in the past, and you are aware it needs to change, but in the future it's going to be coming up again. So if it's like a person that you have cut ties with, they may be resurfacing, and it may be a test from the universe to see, okay, are you going to connect with this person again, or have you officially left them in the past here? So there's some sort of a test happening in your future that's coming through very strongly here, guys. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is what you have power, over your leverage in this situation, essentially. And so the Three of Wands has a lot to do with planning, but it is about choosing a direction to go in. You may feel a little bit, all over the place, or maybe you feel like there are, a couple of things that you're interested in, a couple of ways that you can do things, but this is about fixating on one direction and choosing to go in that direction. Okay. I also feel like with the Three of Wands, some of you, like, you could be traveling, or there is some sort of travel, even if it's pertaining to work in the future here. But again, this has a lot to do with planning, being very, or becoming, I should say, very clear on what it is that you want when it comes to your future. Okay. And there may even be, like, again, a different way to do something, especially with the first card. And you may be thinking about various, options here, but it's about choosing one specific direction. So we have the Two of Cups. So I do feel like there could be, a relationship coming in for you. Two of Cups is not always a relationship. This could also just be you connecting with your higher self and you receiving some sort of downloads, right? Like your intuition being heightened at this time. But initially, what I was getting, guys, is there's some sort of communication coming in for you. So a connection that, has, the potential here. But I feel that, because the Seven of Swords is coming up in your fears, you are fearing being betrayed or being hurt by someone. So it seems to me that there's like a connection coming in, or even if it's someone that you're aware of and connecting with right now, there is potential here. But the Seven of Swords lets me know you either have a fear of trusting someone again, or you have a fear of being lied to. Like you feel like someone is going to manipulate you, whether it's because you have solid proof and it's someone returning from your past, or it's just something that, like you feel like you have trust issues here. Now, the other thing that I'm getting is with the Seven of Swords, there's this energy, Taurus, of you feeling like you constantly have to be cautious, or you have to be, it could be that you feel you have to be strategic, but the word that I was getting is cautious, like, and you're becoming very overwhelmed and tired of that. So in the future here, that could be something that you're working on, or that is something that you're surrendering to, kind of like, I really don't want to have to constantly watch my back, or constantly overanalyze situations, or feel like, people are always out to get me. I want to heal that part of me so that I can move forward and truly be happy, or so that I can move forward and truly invest in situations that I desire. Because what I see here, guys, is something is piquing your interest. Something, like, it may even be someone that you're interested in, but you have this fear of, is it actually going to work out, or is it going to, work against me? And then in your outcome, we do have the Judgment card. Yep, that's the Judgment card. So this is actually very positive. With the Devil and the Judgment card, you're officially leaving something behind that does not serve you. Again, guys, take it how it resonates. A relationship. This could be a job. This could be an old way of doing something. This could be an unhealthy habit. But the Judgment card comes up when you are not only having a realization, you feel ready to go after your new life. You feel ready to leave what feels comfortable. So for many of you, the change starts when you leave your comfort zone. It's like becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. It seems to me that there's almost like this sense of control that you want, or you feel like, okay, well, something is not going to work out, or something is going to, kind of work against me if I don't pay close attention to it. But you're going to realize that if you just release the control, or you detach from an outcome, things actually flow towards you. I see a major change with the Judgment card, but this seems to be like something that you're altering within you. And, like, again, guys, even if it is to do with the connection, maybe for some of you, it's like, I'm not giving into this connection anymore. And maybe for some of you, you are connecting with someone, and you do want a connection with them, but maybe it's like, I don't want to keep thinking that people are out to get me, or I don't want to keep thinking that my past is going to repeat itself here. So not only do I see a wake-up call, guys, I see you leaving like an old life behind, something that has been very difficult for you to let go of. So, think about what's been impacting you in your life. Think about the very thing that always comes to mind, but you kind of push it to the back burner. You're like, okay, I'll let go of that, or I'll change that. But then something's always in the way, or there's some sort of an excuse when it comes to creating that change. Even if it's not an excuse, guys, quite literally, just validating your emotions here, it could just be something that is so difficult for you to give up. But I feel like you will find the strength to give it up, because you're more focused on moving into a direction that better serves you. And I do see that maybe for some of you, it's like, okay, is something going to work out for me? Or, in the future, am I going to be able to find a connection where someone is not manipulating me or lying to me? And I think the answer is yes. I believe the answer is yes with the Judgment card, but it has a lot to do with you being okay with leaving behind something that is very difficult for you to detach from. Okay, Taurus. So that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.